is America.
How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. One of my favorite actors is Donald Glover. I've been watching him since YouTube, since before Community, since before Childish Gambino, all that stuff. He had a YouTube sketch channel called Derek Comedy.
Don't jerk off to this.
That's hilarious. Who would jerk off to a picture of a bowl of fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good night.
And I was a fan since that. So hearing that he was voicing Yoshi in the new Super Mario movie, I got a little giddy. So today we have Yoshi from Super Mario Galaxy, and it does scale with the figures from the first line, which I do have some of. I have Mario, Luigi, and Bowser. So now we got Yoshi, just need Peach and Toad, and I think I'll be good on Mario stuff, although the SH Figure Arts Mario and Luigi look pretty tempting. But regardless, with all that being said, let's take a close look at the box and we'll get this bad boy open. YOSHI! We're looking at the front. It says Super Mario Galaxy Movie, Yoshi, and of course the figures in the box. On this side, Yoshi, it's super shiny. On the back, we get a shot of the figure and a couple of little blurbs. On this side, we get another shot of the figure. Top of the box, bottom of the box, and with all that being said, let's get this bad boy open. YOSHI!
Who is this?
I have a knife somewhere. Where's my... Okay. There's my knife. Now where do you open this? Is the tape... Okay, the tape's on the top. The tape is on the top. So remember that, y'all. If you don't want to ruin this nice shiny box, which I kind of don't because it's shiny. And I like shiny things. There is Yoshi. Oh, look at the inside of that. Can y'all see that? It's so shiny. Prismatic even. Prismatic even. Alright, so here's our Jax Donald Glover Yoshi figure out of the box. And details are all there. You know, it's Yoshi. We've got the green and the white skin with the red spikes and jowl. He's got his big old shoes, and Jax does a great job with the articulation on these like stylized cartoon characters. Like they're the line that, or the company that does Sonic, the first Mario movie. So these guys are really cool, and the amount of articulation they get out of such a weird body shape is pretty cool. And it did say on the back of the box it's got those realistic eyes, but the eyes are different than the Mario and Luigi from the first movie. Those had that kind of clear plastic over top of the paint to give it like more of a dimensional look. But those are just painted on, so I don't know why they left that little anecdote on there, but you can see we've got all kinds of articulation points. I don't know if Mario will be able to fit on his back yet. I haven't tried that, but I am excited to be able to try that. And I'm also excited to see the movie. Like I said, Donald Glover is playing Yoshi. That's super awesome, and he's awesome, and I appreciate everything he's done as far as like movies and music and TV and all that stuff. So yeah, having him voice Yoshi, that was a pretty shocking, nice surprise. So I'm definitely excited to see this movie. And yeah, Yoshi looks great. The only thing I would say is I wish they had included an alternate head or something with his tongue out, because obviously, you know, Yoshi's known for using his tongue. Well, for non-nefarious purposes, or, you know, otherwise, for gameplay mechanics. And yeah, you know, phrasing is still a thing that we're doing.
Don't get me wrong, I like your spunk. Phrasing. Shut up!
Checking out Yoshi's height, he stands at about just under 6 inches to the top of his head, so not too bad. Now we can go over the articulation, which is the fun part. That's what everyone was looking forward to on this, right? Figure out how this little guy moves. Fix the lighting there for a second. There we go. Even better. All right. Starting at the head, it goes backwards quite a bit, actually. Forwards, backwards. So there's a decent range of movement in there. Side to side. Shoulders come up about 90 degrees. We do get a small butterfly joint in the side. Nothing crazy to write home about, but it is there. Single jointed elbows, articulated hands with a hinge at the wrist, No torso articulation or tail articulation, unfortunately, but the legs come forward actually pretty far, back all the way. He can kick his own butt, kinda, so that's cool. We get a cut at the knee where it bends slightly, like not crazy amounts. And also down here at the shoe, you can see that there's a rocker in there, which is very nice. And yeah, not the best articulation, but it is a figure that it's like, how do you articulate that, especially at a scale like this? And it works. I like it. I think he's cool. I think he's very, very much a good representation of like any version of Yoshi. Like, that's the cool thing about the movie is they pretty much look straight out of the game, other than some like stylistic choices with scale and eyeballs and all that stuff. But yeah, I think these are really fun figures, and I'm glad I got this Yoshi. For accessories, he comes with a few things. First of all, we get this New York City hat. Just got an apple on it for the Big Apple, New York City. Just sits on his head, I'm assuming. Well, it should sit on his head. You would think. I don't know. How is it on the box? Let me look at the box. Yeah, it's just sitting on his head. Let's try this again, Yoshi. It's like kind of a hard plastic, so it's not pliable or anything. Maybe that's the problem. It's kind of like just, maybe you need to heat it up. I don't know. But allegedly it fits on there. And it actually is painted in the back as well for that strap on the hat. So nicely painted, very nicely detailed hat there. Then we get a messenger bag. So a bag of some sort for Yoshi to carry his stuff, which I'm assuming just drapes. Huh. Got an awful big head. Does his head come off? I don't think his head comes off. So I'm not quite sure how to get those accessories on. I'll do it in photography. And the last thing that he comes with is these glasses right here, sunglasses. I know these fit on. I already put them on. So, like if they were a little more pliable, everything would fit better. But as it stands, it's hard to get this stuff on just because of the type of the plastic and how oddly shaped Yoshi is. No offense, Yoshi, but you are pretty oddly shaped there, buddy. Yeah, I can't even get the sunglasses on right now. I'm so bad at playing with toys. What the heck? So those accessories are like next to impossible to get on, but I did copy the box. He doesn't have the bag on his shoulder or anything. He's just holding it, which he can't really hold it with those articulated fingers, but I got the sunglasses and the hat on, so they do work. You just kind of have to set them on there and hope for the best. But nobody got Yoshi for the accessories. First up for scale and comparison, here he is with the first movie, Mario and Luigi, which were voiced by Charlie Day and Chris Pratt, Luigi and Mario respectively, and boo Chris Pratt, but I liked the movie. I thought it was fun. I did enjoy it, and Charlie Day as Luigi is inspired.
Think there's no answer? You're so stupid! There is! Kitten Mitten!
In case y'all were wondering, yes, Mario can sit on Yoshi, kinda. He sits up there, he fits. So, it does work. It's just, balance is quite precarious. But it does work. You can situate it to have Mario riding on Yoshi's back. Here is Yoshi with Jax, Bowser, and Sonic. Like I said, Jax be making awesome movie, cartoon, video game characters. They're doing a great job. Here he is with Jada Toys, Mega Man, and Sagat. Getting all the gaming stuff in here. Here he is with Mattel Street Sharks Remake and AliExpress Earthworm Jim. And lastly with She-Hulk, Rhea Ripley from Mattel, and Rowdy Riles, which is Valorous Body. And She-Hulk is obviously Marvel Legends. And yeah, I think that about covers it. Yoshi no. Don't think I forgot. Here he is with Donald Glover. So with all that being said, y'all, I will say that I like this Yoshi figure a lot. He was $32 though, which is expensive. The whole line, like the Mario, Luigi, Princess, what is it? I don't remember the princess's name. Princess Rosalind? Is that the one from Mario Galaxy? I don't know, but they're all $32.99, which is pretty expensive. So Jax is getting up there in price. And I got Mario and Luigi at Ollie's. So I would say I'm not going to hold my breath, and some of these things will probably end up there as well. But I am glad to have a Yoshi. I've been wanting a Yoshi for a long time. He's articulated, so that's a plus as well. And he scales with Mario. Obviously, people can ride on his back, which is awesome. There's Donald Glover up there, because, you know, that's a better look than Mario riding around on Donald Glover's back, as Donald Glover riding around on Donald Glover's back, I would say. But yeah, I like this figure. I think he's worth it to me because I wanted a Yoshi. So yeah, if you all like this video, go ahead and smash like, hit subscribe if you're new here, become a channel member for 99 cents if you want to support the channel. Let me know if you're planning on seeing the movie, what you think of this figure, who your favorite Mario character is, how your day is going. Just say, hey, I would like for them to make a Birdo figure. Just saying. Do all that stuff. Keep your head up. Stay brave. Be kind to your local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.
Return to
Found a mythical Walmart end cap.
Ah, Morty, you're still watching this crap, isn't this? To review figures and toys and stuff, aren't you a little old for toys? Ah, jeez, Rick, you know, I don't think you should call her a bitch, and I kinda like her videos, so maybe you should shut the up. Q, Morty. Q.